In the Docile Bodies Room, visitors are invited to reconsider the relationships established within museum spaces, particularly when viewed through sensor-based mobile imaging technology. This process of questioning was initiated in the project as a response to the positionality of the camera established in Laura Mulvey and Peter Wallen's Riddles of the Sphinx, 1977. The 360-degree pan shot, made in Gallery 63 of the British Museum, centred around the outer coffin of Priest Hor, 700 BCE, employs a methodology like the one used in Mulvey and Wallen's film. The gallery exhibit juxtaposes the decentralized gaze explored in Riddles of the Sphinx with the process of making photogrammetric scans of artefacts in the museum. Documents of these scans are strategically placed in the gallery to highlight this relationship.
The Docile Bodies Room also features an exploration of the virtual autopsy of Ghibelline Man A on display in Room 64 at the British Museum. The form of the exhibit is intended to distribute new knowledge about the body, derived from a computer tomography scan conducted at the Cromwell Hospital in 2012.
In the Docile Bodies Room, visitors are invited to reconsider the relationships established within museum spaces, particularly when viewed through sensor-based mobile imaging technology. This process of questioning was initiated in the project as a response to the positionality of the camera established.
Attention centers on the liquid crystal of the screen itself and the stratified dissection of the body in meticulous detail.
Despite significant advancements in the scanning capabilities of mobile phones, consumer use remains relatively rare. However, as wearable technologies designed to augment our experiences and memories through the utilization of 3D post-photographic data become more prevalent, these imaging technologies will increasingly shape our interaction with the world. The video loop generated by the scanning app software is designed to showcase the produced 3D artifacts, ensuring they appear smooth and ordered despite their actual state of completeness. While the process of scanning the object through the mobile app requires the often uneven bodily movement around the space and the navigation of physical barriers often not present in the final image produced through computation. In this sense, the scans are detached from the experience of the making process. By juxtaposing what Martha Rosler might term two inadequate descriptive systems, a relationship emerges between what the scanning process captures and what it omits, including the body of the maker. This absence becomes evident when the finished artifact, lacking the physicality of the creator's presence, is displayed in an infinite loop. Unlike professional quality scans that focus solely on reproducing a likeness and typically exclude incidental aspects or fissures, these nuances in the context of consumer-level scans can serve to reintegrate the situated nature of the process.
In these three rooms of the MoCIA, video sketches highlight the automatic unconscious act of using imaging technology to document the museum. The first space depicts visitor interaction within Gallery 18 of the British Museum that houses the Parthenon sculptures, also known as the Elgin marbles. The particular focus of the engagement is on elements of the frieze which have been replaced with one-to-one simulacrum in the form of photographic prints. The studies represent a starting point for the way imaging technology functions in this context as both facsimile and artifact. There is evidently a differentiation in the visitor's experience of this representation, in contrast to the sculptural piece it is designed to represent. However, using image-based technology within the display system as a stand-in for artifacts suggests that this form of mediation holds a specific status and capability in this context. In the second room, the videos were created when lockdown restrictions in the UK were beginning to be lifted. They document the experience of the museum space during a time when the usual number of visitors was conspicuously absent. The final room explores how different forms of post-photographic apparatus form an intrinsic part of the way exhibition spaces are experienced. In one video, we see a visitor photographing an object. In another, we observe visitors engaging with a touch table. These areas, meant for hands-on interaction with collection items, see visitors involved in multimodal ways, including using their mobile phones to quickly capture images of the objects interacted with. This complex positioning of mobile technology is central to the theme of the Docile Bodies Room of the MoCIA, which explores how technological forms of digital image mediation can be used both to examine and to obscure the museum as a space where control is exerted on the visitor.